Hi, thank you for taking the time to listen about the research my team is doing. My name is Ho Yu, and I'm a scientist at CAMH in the Brain Health and Imaging Center and the Geriatric Mental Health Research Services. At CAMH, my team works on how the brain ages and can lead to diseases like Alzheimer's. We look at risk factors like sleep loss and depression to understand what happens in the brain, how it affects brain function like learning and memory. For the last 20 years, my research has focused on understanding how the brain ages, and in particular, why cells accumulate as opposed to recycle proteins that lead to the hallmarks of brain diseases of the aging like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. At CAMH, my team works on this, but layers on how lived experiences can also affect this garbage buildup in brain cells. And we have focused on several long-lived events as contributors to brain health and disease: sleep loss, depression and anxiety, cardiovascular dysfunction. Our goal from this research is to better understand how lived experiences can change brain function, not just in dementias, but also for other mental health disorders. At CAMH, in the lab, we use brain cells to model how they communicate with each other when garbage accumulates in cells. And in animal models, we test how these risk factors play a major role in creating brain changes like pathology and identify memory deficits and depression. Our goal is to not only better understand these changes, but how they can be translated into early detection and diagnosis programs. This work also one day can help reverse some of the effects, and we believe that it's a good way that we can use to treat brain disorders in the future. I've had the fortune to receive top-notch training at the University of Toronto and was able to continue my career at New York University and then at Columbia University, where I had a lab for over a decade. I was recruited back to Canada after spending most of my adult life and research career in New York. And I came to CAMH because of the role it plays in brain and mental health. CAMH is one of the leading mental health research hospitals in the world, with a breadth of knowledge and the role as a community leader in care and education and research that is unsurpassed. And this is the promise and hope that propels my research. A major goal of some of the work I do is also focused on improving our understanding about brain health in underrepresented communities and how we can improve people's lives through education and improve care through research. I help lead a North America-wide study that's looking at the risk factors for Alzheimer's disease in aging populations, a group that is often underrepresented and undercared for in North America. And this study will look at the genetic and lived experience risk factors. And not only do I lead the largest site, which is in Toronto, but also direct the biomarker detection and outreach and education programs. These programs, as well as others at Geriatric Mental Health Group, are the cornerstone of the work I am committed to ensure that the general public is aware of brain health education and resources, something we are extending to other underrepresented populations. And as a scientist, one of the biggest contributions I can make to society is not only the research I do, but helping to communicate this with the public to make sure we can improve health outcomes in the future. Through this work, I've also been able to see the real-life impact it has on people who have fallen through the cracks and have nowhere to turn to get help. Being able to support these individuals who are vulnerable in society by getting them access to address their needs is really important and is an embodiment of the approach for CAMH through excellence, through care, research, and education. And to do this, we need to ensure that CAMH has the resources and talent to support this important goal. During the pandemic, coincidentally, the time I came back to CAMH, I saw how vulnerable both research and community health programs can be, and it galvanized why I chose to come back here. I also saw that there are impediments to address mental health challenges, and this is where CAMH will excel. I wanted to take this opportunity to thank you for your support of the Sunrise Challenge. Your championing of this campaign is critical in the fight for patient and community care. Your belief in the research at CAMH is uplifting, and I look forward to continued discussions on how we can improve brain health for all those at CAMH and beyond. Thank you.